Hi class, so welcome to PSC 508. This course is entitled Policy and Grant Writing, and what we'll be doing for the next 7 weeks is essentially just learning how to go about writing a grant. This might be different from some other courses you've taken in the past, insofar as we are going to have a mock RFP. RFP stands for Request for Proposals. In this simulation, it's coming out of the National Science Foundation. And what you are going to be asked to do in this class is piece by piece, week by week, put together a response to that request for proposals, essentially your own grant proposal. How are you going to go about doing this? You're going to imagine yourself, maybe this is very easy for some of you, maybe it's more difficult for others, but you'll imagine yourself as working for a not-for-profit, a university, or a municipal or state government in a role that would be applying to a grant like this. So imagine yourself as principal investigator, PI. You'll have to come up with what the organization is. You'll have to come up with what your title is. And you'll have to come up with what your responsibilities are. But what you will ultimately do in this sort of mock make-believe role is put together a grant application that should be about as real as we can make it and make it a feasible 7-week course. So you'll learn a lot along the way. We're going to learn a bit about the actual government forms that you have to fill out. We'll learn a little bit about the regulations in terms of what allowable grant activities and expenses are. We'll learn a little bit about Office of Management and Budget circulars that sort of govern that across agencies for the federal government. And we'll, ultimately, hopefully put together some good and interesting applications to do some interesting projects. The mock RFP I have designed to be very broad, as long as what you want to do is policy research in one form or the other. Meaning it could just be pure research, it could be a pilot project you want to run in the neighborhood, it could be something statewide for a little bit cheaper. Whatever project it is you would like to see come to fruition, you're going to be free to design that, and this RFP should be really kind of broad and open in a way that it allows you to do almost anything you can imagine. So we'll work through this week to week. I will give you an opening video every week where I try to point you in the right direction with the week's materials and help you understand what I think is important for you to get out of that week. And by the end of this, we'll have full-scale grant applications that you'll submit on the last day. We'll review each other's work the week before that's due and try to give each other some constructive advice before it's finalized. And like I said, we'll be working on this piece by piece as we go along, so all you should have to do at the very end is maybe some light edits on a bunch of assignments you've already turned in. So it's a well-scaffolded course. The course, is designed to get you to a final product by the end of the 7 weeks and get you working on it as soon as week 2. So with all that in mind, I think we'll have a good time. And feel free to contact me with any questions, comments, or concerns. Until then, we'll talk later.